Okay, real quick, I just want to talk about these shoes here. So these are No Boundaries. They're $20 shoes, which is kind of wild. I wear size 10, 10 and a half usually, just in a sneaker, but I usually wear a little smaller in skate shoes, maybe like 9 and a half. These are 9 and a half, but anyways, they're still a little bigger than I would have liked, but not much bigger than say the Airwalk ones. But I mean, that's kind of nuts. There's a whole thumb space between my toe and the end. And then they're like abnormally wide, and I have like semi wide feet, but these are abnormally wide. So if you're someone with a wide foot and you want to get a nice pair of skate shoes that are dirt cheap, that's $20. So that's wild. No Boundaries, $20. They got the loop back here. They didn't skimp out on it. You can already see I'm snugged up here, so I got to figure that out. But I usually do that, tie them through it for the extra ankle support. But I don't know. I'll go see. They honestly feel decent right out of the box, but I don't know. So I'm gonna see how they skate and what the deal is. I imagine they'll be similar to those Airwalks that were $26 and a little more fashionable. I would think. That's me. They were two-toned. I'll snag them quick. Okay, honestly, I mean, yes, they're a bit different for sure. Like for instance, this is bigger. It's a bigger wrap. What else? That's the tread on this one. You can see they're already worn out. I skated them a good while. There's the tread. It's pretty close to a Vans waffle tread, to be honest. I mean, I know it's not quite the same. Here, I got one of those waffle treads kicking. So there's the waffle tread. These are worn to hell. These are old as dirt, but anyways, there's the waffle tread. And then there's this tread again. So, I mean, yes, they're not the same, but yes, very similar. So, anyways, yeah, so I still got some daylight. I'm going to go skate them, and yeah, we'll see how they are out of the box. And then I'll do it again, like maybe a month. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get a clip here. Yeah, mind you, I haven't skated in like 9 or 10 days. I don't think I ever say that in this upload, but you can tell I keep like, right here I go, I try to set up, and then I just can't get comfortable, like kind of tic-tac out, go back down, and then set back up fakie, go for an ollie, and can't, dude. Just push, keep skating, and just don't feel very good with the shoes. I mean, go ahead and try that. You know, it's just the way it is. They are new, that's one thing. I know sometimes, like, I gotta break the shoes in. And yeah, usually I do a bunch of, like, smaller runs, shorter runs, slower runs to kind of break them in, but I don't know why I didn't do that. I definitely should have. Oh, I keep forgetting where the cam is. Yeah, I blew it setting up the camera this day. I cut out like the socky curb. And you can hear the Bluetooth Lee Winter mic every once in a while cut out, like when I hit certain zones for whatever reason. I left a couple in just so I can hear them, like see how they are, like uploading them to YouTube, see what they sound like. I'm sure they'll sound like shit, but yeah. So anyways, this is the first day I brought that Lee Winter mic out here to the skate park to like make a edit. So I don't know, something new, everything's new, got new shoes, got the new mic, so what more could you expect? It's been 10 days, so. Jeez, Jesus, I don't want to blame the shoes, but they're definitely not broken. God dang. Gosh. Alright, I'll try the other way. Yeah, I had a close call with a kid on a bike where went up the quarter, came back fakey down it, and then he had swerved in real close to me for whatever reason. I don't know if he thought I was gonna kick turn and go the other way, maybe. I don't know, but anyways, it was a wicked close call and like it was a little scary, but yeah, stuff like that just makes makes me just as like a reminder to, be very mindful of like everything that's going on and don't just think you're safe just because skate all the time there or something. Also, too, if you have like a weary feeling, maybe just step off for a bit and yeah, come back and resume later. Also, yeah, I should have stretched. I think that would have done me good had I stretched before I had started just because I hadn't skated in so long. Also, too, it's like a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't like to pick up where I left off. Like, so if I left off doing that run that I'm doing now, I wouldn't pick up there because, I need to get warmed up first. So I would start with like very simple runs and then kind of like build off of it. But yeah, I wasn't skating very structured. So yeah, it gave me some grief.
Okay, I threw the hip pads on for this one. Let me get a better one. Just wanted to get the feel. I mean, that was a little better, but yeah. I really not that warmed up for it. I don't know, I like to get really warm before I try to do anything like that. Gripped right to my shoe.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's foreshadowing though. I'm already saying like, yeah, it gripped right to my shoe. What the heck? And I'd said it a few other times too already in this upload.
What's up?
Do you have any tips on how I can ride no-handed on a bike?
Oh, I'm not very good at it, but I guess when you pedal, that really helps. Like, if you're pedaling while you do it, it's easier than just coasting. That's what I noticed, but I'm not very good at it. Yeah, good luck. Yeah. Sorry. Alright, I'll try to shove it again.
And it's always the same feeling like when you go on a big stent of not doing something and then you start it back up. It's always like a, jerky transition, you're like bucking the whole way trying to get through it. But once you get, a day in, you're usually good.
Oh, you know what? You're not even on.
And then right here, coming up, I throw the board down, I go to jump on it, and I do that like stutter step. That's because the toe got caught in it because it wasn't, you know what I mean? Because of the gap at the end of it, yeah. So I would order, literally, if I was going to order them again, I might have ordered maybe even 8.5.
They do grip.
Just to have that snug, tight, like skateboard feel or fit that, most people would want.
Yeah. Honestly, probably in the bathroom. Maybe just try a stall. I'm just like spooked now. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, all in all, it went okay. I'm gonna cut out early. I feel fine. It's just a little crowded. All right, maybe I'll get 1 or 2 more clips and then get going. Yeah, I wish I would have kind of trusted my gut. I felt, you know, like just off put by whatever, for whatever reason, the atmosphere at the park today. So I wish I would have just kind of like not skated or waited or whatever it was, but just, you know what I mean, not like been so eager to jump in and just ride my skateboard, you know. But it's whatever. It's just, you know, something good to make note of and make sure to always listen to that feeling in the future. But yeah, I mean, everything was good. It just was not the best atmosphere, if that makes sense. So I will say right out of the box, they're a fairly comfortable shoe, and they were fairly comfortable to skateboard in. Yeah, I can definitely say they didn't make my feet sore or anything like that. You know, some shoes may do that. Not these ones for me anyways, they didn't. But I'll say they did good as far as like impact rating goes. I mean, they were fine. I have ones or like when a shoe gets old, it'll feel like it maxes out, you know, it crunches down all the way and then it feels like you bottom out or something in a vehicle. That's what it reminds me of. But no, yeah, it like sticks to the board when you don't want it to, and then vice versa, like it's not sticky, you know, and I know shoes are like that in the beginning, or at least for me, that's how they are. They might feel like that, and then once they get kind of worn in, then it's different, and they'll like be proper. But yeah, so far it's really bad for that feature. It feels like it's like a cheaper, I mean, and I don't know what I'm freaking talking about, obviously, but it just feels like a crummier grade sole or rubber. And for as wide as the shoes are, they don't feel overly heavy like a boot would feel or something. They feel like, you know, the perfect weight, more or less. I noticed they were extra slippery, like if you're on a wet surface, say on the metal. I know everything is, you know, obviously, but I guess I just mean like I stepped on like a bead of sweat or something it must have been on the ramp, and I just noticed it was like extra slippery, so. But yeah, all in all, that's the cheapest pair of shoes I've bought in probably like over 20 years or something, you know, wild. Literally since I was in like middle school or something. You know, for $20, you got a pair of sneakers and, you know, they got plenty of life in them. So just that feature alone gives them brownie points in my book. You got the weight, you know, they felt like good weight. You got the grip's just okay. You got the rubber grade. I would say poor as far as like the actual rubber itself, you know, like Vans has the best sole in my opinion. That like softer rubber or whatever they use is just like the perfect rubber, you know, once it's worn in. So I gotta wear these in, so I gotta stick it out and wear them in, and then, you know, after like 10 or 12 sessions, come back and see how it is. But now I know, like, just take it easy on it and, like, don't try to do, like, shove-its and shit on the bank. But yeah, like I said, they're pretty comfortable. I mean, right out of the box, fairly comfortable. They're comfortable to skate in. I didn't even really break them in. I mean, I haven't broken them in, so, I mean, just that alone's pretty wild. They did feel very similar to those Airwalks, a little wider and a little bulkier, but I think I could get used to them. And I don't know if I would get them again. So far, right out of the box, one day, I would say no, I wouldn't get them again, but that's not like a true testament, you know, so we'll see. We'll see, like I said, what 9 or 10 sessions bring us. Yeah, and style, I mean, honestly, style, I'd give them a good 8 out of 10. You know, they're just plain black, and then they got that traditional sole color. Honestly, first glance, you wouldn't think they were anything but a pair of Vans, you know what I mean? Like, first glance, they definitely look, you know, they resemble them. But yeah, they didn't want to wear in, like, maybe it's just that outer layer. It didn't want to, like,
rub in, like it's resistant to wearing down, and maybe that's a good thing, you know, who am I to say, but it's just nice when it wears down. It means you got that good like slide capability on the board, and that's a good thing. So I don't know, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I iced my knee. It reminds me of like falling on your elbow and it's just like bruised from the impact. That's all my knee feels like. But yeah, it's not like it's throbbing or anything like that. Like it's not bad. I'm sure I'll be good, like even to skate tomorrow. So I'm just hoping, yeah, a night of rest will do me good and I can play on it tomorrow. Okay, yeah, that's that. I'm gassed. I'm cutting out like 5 minutes early, but I really don't care. Knee's okay. I just never bumped my knee. That's so fucking bizarre that I did that. It's not bizarre. I had to do it. It was my knee, or it might have been like more on my wrist and my face, and that would have been too much. So, yeah, the shoes grip to it. I don't know. That's what I blame most of it on. But also just having like every time. I know it's like so petty on my part, but I suck at, you know. I'm only so good. So yeah, I'm basically just saying the atmosphere was off, and yeah, instead of skating, I should have just kind of like chilled for a bit, or maybe like came back or something else. So hey, lesson learned. But if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. If you could, leave it a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Alright, that's I'm going to get heading out.